Welcome back to another episode of Flipping PCs Until I Start My Own PC Business. This is a series where CPU and GPU prices are set to increase in the coming year.
As if they weren't already bad enough.
Anyways, AI took all the RAM, so now they're 5 times more than it originally cost. I know, crazy, right? And us as PC flippers have to find a way to not lose money in the coming year, now that things have gone downhill. Yeah. Welcome back, guys. Let's look at the first PC. The case for this build is the Mirage A7 ATX case. The case comes without fans, so we have to install 3 fans. The power supply is the MSI A850GL. For the cooler, we're going to be using the 360 liquid cooler from Love & Cool. The cooler comes without fans, so we have to install 3 additional fans, making it 6 for the entire case. The motherboard for this build is the ASRock X870 Pro RS Wi-Fi. The CPU is the Ryzen 9 9900X. It was already used in a previous build, but I decided to do a case swap as well as a motherboard swap, so no need wiping off the thermal paste. The RAM is the Lexer 32GB RAM, clocked at 6,400 megatransfers per second. For storage, we'll be using the Crucial P310 1TB SSD. Now it's time to install the cooling brackets for the AIO. With that out of the way, we can install the motherboard into the case, plug in all the cables, put some thermal paste on the CPU, put on the CPU cooler, and then we can see the finishing product. It came out looking amazing. We ended up going with the MSI RTX 5070. This particular video was a video that I took to put up on the listing on Facebook Marketplace for anybody who was interested. This is where we get to the longest part, which is the waiting game. It could be 1 day, it could be 1 week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be a month, but hopefully it won't take that long. Good morning, people. So we have a client from Facebook Marketplace coming today. He's coming to buy this particular PC right here. This PC has the Ryzen 9 9900X with a 5070 that we just picked up today, 32GB of RAM, and an X870 Pro RS ASRock motherboard with 850 watts power supply. He's going to be coming today at 12 p.m. and currently, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's currently 2 a.m. So I'm setting everything up. I'm about to put in the Windows key right here. Alright, so I've just woken up. It is 11:52 a.m. in the morning. He called me at like 11:30. He said that he's getting ready and he'll be here in like 20-30 minutes. So I'm still resetting the PC. The PC is still resetting. You see right there, it's still resetting. That's the PC. So I'm just waiting for it. It's 11:52 right now, so hopefully it finishes in like, I don't know, 10-20 minutes maybe. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get ready, put on my stuff, and then we're gonna head on to get moving. I mean, just prepare stuff. I'm so tired. I'm gonna get to preparing things for us to meet up. Alright? Yeah. It's done now, so we can pack it up. Before shipping out my PCs, I usually give it a little wipe down just so it's as clean as it was when we first built it. I put in some Instapack so during transit the GPU doesn't shake and possibly fall off the PCIe bracket. It doesn't really happen, but it's just a safety measure. After I put in the Instapack and allow it to rise, I take off the glass from the case because the Instapack tends to get hot and it releases some fumes, so I like to get that out of the way first before the final pack up. Now that is done, I usually take pictures of the PC before I put it into the carton. These pictures are to show the buyer that the PC is packed, safe and sound. I'm on my way. I know it's really cold out here, and so I gotta meet him quick. Oh wait, I think that's him. Yeah, I think that's him. Sorry for the wait. Yeah, this is it right here. Hello. The conversation actually went on for quite a bit of time, and that would just be boring because he wanted to check over every single part, and personally I have no problem with that. I had all day, I had all the time, so go ahead. I'm just gonna skip to the part where we close the deal. If you have any questions, like if you need help, I'll send you the link for the cooler, the screen. I'll send you the link for that one.
No worries. No, thank you.
And the motherboard software as well.
Yeah,
I'll send you the link.
No, thank you.
Now it is.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You can message me or call me anytime. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day, you too. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a secured sale. This PC that just sold, we actually had a buy for it before we even built the PC, which is crazy. So this guy messages me on Facebook Marketplace requesting for one of the PCs I had in stock at the time, but his budget was a bit it really wasn't up to the price that I wanted to let it go for, so I declined. I let him know that maybe in the future I'll be building a PC with so and so specs, and he was cool with that. He was like, okay, cool, whenever it's ready, let me know. Fine. So a few weeks passed by. I had all the parts for this particular PC that just sold, and we got to work. The previous Saturday I messaged him. I was like, hey, the PC is ready, here it is, yada yada, you know, all of those stuff, talking about the specs and whatnot, the performance, showing videos, and yeah. And the guy was like, yup, he's definitely coming for it. Come Sunday, I remember that I hadn't sent him the address of where we were meant to meet up, so I was like, hey man, just checking in, hope everything is okay. I forgot to send you the address, here's the address, so and so place. And I thought all was well, but then at midnight he messages me and is like, hey, so sorry, can't make it tomorrow. I'm actually on my way to the airport back to South Africa. I mean, fair play. If he actually had to go back to South Africa, fair play. Like, yeah, let's respect that. But the timing of the message was I mean, look at it. The timing of the message is crazy. I held this PC down for this guy, and yeah. Anyways, over to the next PC. If you guys remember Damien from a few episodes back, Damien reached out to me at the start of 2025 requesting that I build him his dream gaming PC. Well, we did that. Damien has a younger brother, so Damien reaches out to me again and he's like, hey, can you build my younger brother a budget PC in the price range of £500 to £550? Even though I told myself I wasn't going back to AM4 platform, because I was like, with the way things are going, AM5, DDR5 is the way to go. DDR5 systems on its own is most promising for the future. Upgradability, you know, it's the best bang for your buck if you can't just stick to DDR5. So I was like, hey, I usually don't like building AM4 systems or DDR4 systems, but since he was a returning customer, he was a good friend, and it's his younger brother we're helping out here, I was like, okay, cool, you got me, sure, why not? The only criteria his younger brother had was that the PC should run 240 FPS. Don't worry, I got something up my sleeve. We can do this, alright? We can do this. This brings us to the second PC. Starting off with the motherboard, we went with the Gigabyte B550 Gaming X. For the CPU, we went with the Ryzen 5 5600X. For the RAM, we went with the Corsair Vengeance 16GB RAM clocked at 3600 MHz. For storage, we went with the WD Black 1TB SSD. The case is the Montec XR, and it comes 3 pre-installed fans, so we added an additional 3 that we picked up from AliExpress. For the power supply, we'll be using a 750 watt power supply. For the GPU, we will be using the GeForce 3060 Ti. The PC came out amazing as usual. I couldn't really film the drop-off process because of time, but trust me, he liked it. For the next PC case, I decided to try out something new. We picked up this case from China alongside 4 others. The case comes without any fans, so we have to install both the intake and exhaust fans. The cooler for this build is the Loving Cool 360mm AIO. At this point, you should know that that is our regular go-to, and I highly recommend this cooler. The power supply is a Corsair 1200 watts platinum rated power supply. For this particular build, we will be going all out on specs, so we have to make sure that the buyer can upgrade in the future. The motherboard is a BA50 Aorus Elite Wi-Fi 7 ICE. The CPU for this build is the Ryzen 7 9800X3D with 8 cores and 16 threads. The RAM is a Kingston Fury Renegade 32GB RAM clocked at 7600 megatransfers per second. For storage, we went with the Crucial P310 1TB SSD. After prepping the motherboard, it's time to put it in the case, and then we add some thermal paste on the CPU and then mount the CPU cooler. For the GPU, we went with the MSI 5070 Ti Ventus 3X. Okay, so the PC didn't post, the motherboard was dead on arrival, we had to order a new one and do this whole process again.